Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger viewers. Evil Thing. A Tale of That DeVille Woman by Serena Valentino. Copyright Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2020. Chapter 3. Part 2. Dearly Departed. By the next morning, my trunks were packed, and they were sitting beside Anita's and Miss Prickett's, piled high in the entryway at the foot of the grand staircase. I was so happy that Anita would be traveling with me to school, and Miss Prickett was to accompany us for the entire journey to see us settled. She would stay for a fortnight before returning back to London. All of us were antsy as we waited for my mother to arrive. "We will have to leave soon, Miss Cruella. We don't want to miss our train," Miss Prickett said, as if I wasn't already aware. I certainly wouldn't miss her flair for stating the obvious. Jackson cleared his throat and tapped on the glass face of his pocket watch to say he agreed. I was honestly rather anxious to see my mother, and all of Miss Prickett's, and Jackson's fidgeting was driving me mad. I turned to Anita. "Anita, how do I look?" She smiled, and some of my nerves melted. "You look beautiful, Cruella, as always." I wanted to look perfect for Mamma. I had put on one of my best traveling dresses, in her favorite color, dusty rose, and wore the jade earrings Papa had given me. I couldn't believe I was going to see her, after all this time, and right before I had to leave for school. "Oh, I see a car now. That must be her," Jackson said, going out to greet my mother. But when he returned, she wasn't with him. Instead, a legion of footmen trailed behind him, all carrying boxes. The footmen piled the boxes on the round table in the center of the entryway, crowding the vase of flowers that sat in its usual place. Jackson motioned to one of the maids standing nearby to help the footman with the boxes that threatened to topple over. "Polly, help the footman with these packages, if you will." I blinked, and in that moment I knew. She wasn't coming. "Miss Cruella, these packages all have your name on them," Polly said. "I'll pack them up for you and have them sent along, so you can open them at school. But it seems your mother was eager for you to take this one along on your journey," she said, handing me a rather large white box with a red bow. Polly steadied the box while I removed the lid, exposing the most magnificent fur coat I had ever seen. It was long and white, with a black collar, just like the one she'd given me when I was a little girl, but somehow even more lovely. In the box was a small square note card that simply read, "Distinguish yourself." "Oh, Cruella, it's lovely," said Anita, with no hint of jealousy or sadness like Miss Prickett usually displayed. "Miss Cruella," said Miss Prickett, in a tone that for the first time was obvious in its disdain for my mother, "you won't need that at school. Let's leave it here, where it will be safe." I rarely pulled rank with Miss Prickett. She was, after all, my governess, and I was in her charge. Not to mention I trusted her. But something in me shifted quite suddenly, and I heard my voice snap. "My mother would like me to take it along, and I'm going to take it." "Miss Cruella, none of the other girls will bring along such fine things," she said, more gently this time. But it was too late. I had heard her scorn. I knew how she felt about Mamma, and I knew she was wrong. I simply handed her the note Mamma had included in the box, reminding her of what it said. "My mamma says I am to distinguish myself," I said, as Jackson helped me on with my coat. "And I plan to, with style." I walked out of the room, ready to embark on our grand excursion. I felt brave and proud. I was distinguishing myself, just like my mother.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you haven't had a chance to, please take a second, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, comment down below, share with a friend, and check out some of the other Villain series chapters and books as well. Join us next time, and remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. Bye.